2. Can you hear me loud and clear? This is the test. 1 2 1 2. If anyone listening along could let me know if you can hear me right now, that would be absolutely fantastic. As we are looking to get underway in about 7 minutes' time. Testing 1 2 1 2. Loud and clear, loud and clear.
Yeah, I'm not tweeting it.
Well, good afternoon and welcome to Tatton for today's Southern League Premier South match between Poole Town and Uxbridge, as we are back at Tatton, coming off the back of a 3-0 win against Havant and Waterlooville last Saturday. A fantastic game, all in all, and a deserved 3 points. I'm once again today joined by Ollie Kemp. Ollie, you've had a few goes at commentary now. How are you looking ahead to today's game, though?
Yeah, a few goes now. I think today should be quite a good game. You know, the sun's already starting to set here at Tatton, but no rain, which is a change, which will be nice. So yeah, expecting a good game today, Connor.
Yeah, there certainly have been a few weather issues while we've done commentary down here at Tatton, but it's a sunny afternoon here, not actually too chilly. I've got to say, I didn't think it would be this warm considering it is December, although I'm sure in 2 hours' time we probably won't be saying the same, in all honesty.
Yeah, 100%. And yeah, shall I run us through the teams?
If you want to start with the Uxbridge team, give us a quick run through of that very quickly. Actually, you know what, start with the Poole Town team this afternoon. I'll go through the Uxbridge team in a few moments' time.
Sure thing. Okay, number 1, Adam Parks. Number 3, Ryan Campbell, who captains the side today. Number 6, Billy Lowes. Number 7, Chris Campbell. Number 9, Shaquille Gwengwe. Number 11, Ao. Number 16, Slim Saeed. Number 17, Harvey Slade. Number 18, Corey Jordan. Number 19, Owen Dorr. And to finish the lineup, number 22, Antonio Diaz. And on the subs, we have newly signed Ade Olumuyiwa, number 4. Number 8, Charlie Davis. Number 10, IK Hill. Number 14, Scott Rolls. And number 20, Henry Spalding.
And there was the Poole Town team this afternoon. To give you a run through of the Uxbridge side today, they come into the game sitting 9th in the division, do come off the back of, well, they're winless in 5 actually, and only have picked up 1 point in that time, which is a 0-0 draw against Weymouth. In goal today for them is Kasper Orlowski, who's a young Polish goalkeeper. He's actually their backup, with their number 1 Reece Forster out injured, we believe. In defence today is number 2, Cole Brown, a 27-year-old wing-back. Cameron Ismail, a young Egyptian defender, currently on loan from Arsenal's youth system. Number 4, their captain, CJ Fern. Number 5, Jordan Stepney, who actually started the season with Farnham Town after achieving promotion with them last season. Number 6, Toby Nazozi. Number 7, Joe Lawal. Number 8, Massimo Giametti. Number 9, Daniel Hector. Number 10, George Moore. And to make up the 11, number 11, Frank Keiter, free-scoring midfielder who joined the club this season from Farnborough, scored an impressive 35 goals for Rayners Lane last season. Well, hopefully you can hear us loud and clear, as we are moments away from getting underway this afternoon for this Southern League Premier South match between Poole Town and Uxbridge. I've got the confirmation from Ollie that everything sounds good, so that is wonderful news. There is no live stream for today's game as it is a Saturday 3 p.m. kickoff, but we are here to provide you with live commentary. No picture of our face today either, it's just a black screen for you guys. We do apologise for that, but hopefully you can hear us loud and clear, because that is the main and the important thing at the end of the day, as the teams are now entering the field of play. We'll be looking to get underway very, very shortly. Obviously, we're in very good run of form, unbeaten in our last 5, up against the side who's haven't won in their last 5 matches, and we come off the back of a 3-0 win against Havant. We've had some great results recently, haven't we, Ollie? And we're in a good place at the moment.
Yeah, 100%. That 3-0 away win to Havant was a really solid, just really quite experienced performance from us. To keep the clean sheet as well, I think everyone had a good performance. And yeah, sometimes we do struggle against sides who haven't been in great form. You know, I think we saw it against Tiverton. So hopefully we can put a change to that today.
Well, certainly so. We will have to wait and see, because obviously this Uxbridge side, newly promoted, coming into this division, I believe for the first time, following their promotion from the Eastern South Central Division last season. We'll give you another run through of the Poole Town team very, very quickly. In goal today is Adam Parks, the back four of Ryan Campbell, Owen Dorr, Corey Jordan, and Chris Campbell, we believe, is starting at right back today. Did have a quick chat with him before this afternoon's game. In midfield today is Harvey Slade, alongside Billy Lowe's, with Antonio Diaz just in front of them. Salim Saeed and Ao and Shaquille Gwengwe make up that starting 11. IK Hill on the bench again today, with Ao in replace of him. Are you surprised that IK is probably not getting as many minutes as maybe you would have expected at this time in the season?
Yeah, but I think it's also, you know, Ao's coming to the side, and I think he's almost there at that spot, really. I think he hasn't really put a foot wrong. You know, he's looked really energetic off that left-hand side, and, you know, IK Hill's going to have to win that place back if he wants to start in 11.
We will have a minute's applause for Mike Manager, just being given a team sheet by Webby there, our analyst. Thank you so much, Webby. Will be a minute's applause very, very shortly for our ex-manager David Best, who did pass away earlier this week. Also spent some time playing for AFC Bournemouth in the 80s. We'll have a minute's applause very, very shortly. But a big warm welcome to everyone who is listening along from home today. We do hope you enjoy. Looks like there's a reasonable crowd inside Tatnam today for this Southern League Premier South match. Not too many fans behind the goal over there, but that may change. I think it is going to be a minute's applause for David Best, who sadly passed away earlier this week. Just waiting for the players to emerge round the centre circle on the referee's whistle. A minute's applause. Minute's applause for David Best, who sadly passed away a week ago today. And there was the minute's applause for our former manager. Did manage the club before the Tom Killick era. Now, looking back to the game today, Poole Town against Uxbridge here at Tatnam. Set up to be a thrilling game. It's our first time back here since the 2-2 draw with Walton and Hersham. Only about a week and a half ago. It was a thrilling game, that one, wasn't it, Walton and Hersham?
Yeah, obviously we did, I think, a really good performance against the top of the league, and hoping to see some more of that today, really.
Certainly so, and we are looking to get underway very, very shortly here. Poole Town side, who are looking to go back into third place in the Southern League Premier South, and a win today would do just that and take us above Gosport Borough, who are not playing today. It will be Uxbridge wearing their all blue kit to get us underway today. Poole Town in their home red and white. And there is the referee's whistle, and the game is underway this afternoon. Played short, and here's Frank Cater looking to set it back. The centre half for Uxbridge. They do have quite an experienced side. This is obviously their first time at Step 3. Well, first time in a number of years. I'm pretty sure, based off my research, is the first meeting between these two sides today. Uxbridge with the ball at the back through number 3, Cameron Ismail, a young Egyptian, currently on loan from Arsenal's youth system. Plays it down the line and it's flicked on. Chris Campbell jumps into the challenge and that will be a throw in there given by the referee and a throw into Poole Town. Chris Campbell starting at right back today. We know he's versatile, can probably play anywhere on the pitch. I mean, right back, I think, well, he did a great job at left back. Let's see how he can do it right back today. Is that right, Ollie?
Yeah, you know, I think it was unusual to see him in the right back position today, but like you say, he's amazing at left back, so I'm sure he can do a job at right back for us as well.
Here's Ao with the ball down on that left-hand side. Number 8, Massimo Giametti for Uxbridge jumps in. Poole Town managed to do well to win it back, though. Here's Harvey Slade out to the right-hand side through Chris Campbell now. Step over and takes it round his man. Still Chris Campbell driving at the back. Good ball into the air and it's headed away, only out to the edge. Eventually cleared by Uxbridge. Falls to Harvey Slade, into Diaz, back to Salim Saeed. Ball on the front foot here, still Saeed now. Ball in behind. Diaz with a chance to get a shot away potentially. Still Diaz, dinks into the area. Gwengwe at the back stick, heads goalwards. And it'll go behind for a corner. Fantastic start from Poole.
Yeah, we're already starting to pin them back into their own half there. They've almost got their whole team in their actual box at the minute. And yeah, really good start from us here. Yeah. Now we have a corner to Poole Town.
Salim Saeed is standing over it, but I think it may be Chris Campbell to take. Very warm welcome to everyone listening along from home today. We do apologise, it's just a black screen today. We've had an issue with our commentary setup, but we are pleased to still be able to give you some live commentary out there. And it's going to be Chris Campbell to take this early corner here for Poole. About 3 minutes played. Campbell to take. Slim side waiting on the edge of the area. Slight delay to this corner being taken. It's now played low to the edge and it's cleared away. Not the best corner I've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the game plan was there. But now Uxbridge are breaking forward.
Joe Lowell coming forward down that right flank up against Ryan Campbell here. It's the Blues' first time to break forward in this game. Shot from the edge and it's over the bar from Cameron Ismail. But once again, it's been end-to-end and probably only 4 minutes played in this game here.
Yeah. Frank Cater breaks through down the right-hand side, even though he's playing on the left, and he possibly could be a dangerous player today for Uxbridge.
Looking at the Uxbridge number 11, Frank Cater. He's a free-scoring midfielder who joined the club last season from this season from Farnborough. Did score an impressive 35 goals for Rayners Lane. At step 4 last season. Ball up in the air, cleared away by Uxbridge again. Corey Jordan there first and heads forward. Saeed leaps in the air, but it's Uxbridge who come away with the ball. Slade jumps into a challenge and does give away a free kick here. That's not something you see too often from Harvey Slade, fouling an opponent looking to go forward there.
Yeah, usually Harvey's so good with timing his tackles, but I think he just caught Uxbridge's number 10 a bit late there, and now they've got a free kick in quite a dangerous position.
Probably about just over 30 yards out from the goal. I think it may be too far out to shoot. You could hear the Uxbridge manager there saying, don't shoot. Have to wait and see where he does. It will be the number 8, Massimo Giametti, who was a key part of Chertsy's promotion squad from the Isthmian South Central Division 2 years ago. Standing over it now, plays it into the air for Uxbridge to the back stick, and Adam Parks is there first and commands this area so well, doesn't he, Parksy?
Yeah, you know, coming off the back of a really good performance, clean sheet and an assist against Havant and Waterlooville. And I'm sure we'll be hoping for much more of the same today.
Ball down the left-hand side, out to Salim Saeed, who's taking a slightly wide position. Ao back to Lowe's. Poole keeping the ball at back at the moment. Today's commentary is brought to you by Link Homes Estate Agents. Do go and check them out at half-time if you can. Here's Corey Jordan now. Chris Campbell's making an advanced run down the right flank. Jordan still going forward, looking for Diaz, been dispossessed. Harvey Slade will get there first and hook it over the top. It's not a bad ball in all fairness, and it's been cleared out of play for a Poole Town throw in here. Owen Dorr is back in the starting 11 for Poole today. I think he's probably missed 2 or 3 games recently and been on the bench, but it's good to see him back out there, isn't it?
Yeah, you know, Ryan Campbell filling in at left centre-back in his absence, but now back into the starting lineup today, partnered alongside Corey. And yeah, apart from Chris Campbell at right back, it seems to be our first 11, or our first starting back 5 today.
Yeah, it definitely is a back 5 at times, or maybe a back 3 more than anything, with Chris Campbell, back five including Parks, yeah. I think that is something about this Poole squad that you could notice, though, that it is interchangeable. And when we do have the ball, Chris Campbell looks to get forward, and it almost does transition into a back three with Ryan Campbell, Corey Jordan, and Owen Dorr. Shaquille Gwengwe putting on some really good pressure on the Uxbridge back line. He's certainly a man who will be up for it today, having scored 20 goals in the league so far this season. Uxbridge breaking forward through the number 10, George Moore, here on the edge of the area. Set back to Frank Cater. Now out to the right flank, and Uxbridge breaking forward once again. Here's Cole Brown. Ball into the box, and good ball in there, and Chris Campbell's there first. Really important header at the back, and Diaz does well to get there in front of his man, actually. The sun is beaming down on us here at the Tattenham grounds. Here's Cameron Ismail. Back inside. Something about Cameron Ismail that I saw on Twitter recently. I didn't actually realise he played for Uxbridge, but he's a really highly thought of prospect at Arsenal's academy, so it'd be interesting to see how he does out there today.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Well, I didn't know that he played for Arsenal. Any ideas how old he is?
I think he's actually 19 years old. He has played in the Egypt youth setup in their under-20 squad. He certainly has a promising career in front of him. Here's Massimo Giametti now. Do apologise if you can hear any background noise. We have had a problem with our commentary today, but do hope you're enjoying no matter what. Score here is still goalless at Tattenham. Here's the number 9, Daniel Hector. Setting it back out to the right-hand side. Ball in behind. It's not a bad ball too. Goes all the way through to Adam Parks in goal. He's probably going to take his time with this one.
Creep over, George. Just creep over. Creep over.
Play probably just under 10 minutes here at Tattenham. Here's Corey Jordan launching it forward. Shaquille Gwengwe looking to get there first. Cameron Ismail now on the ball. Diaz continuing to press high. Ismail goes all the way back to Kasper Orlowski, who is actually Uxbridge's backup goalkeeper today. So I think it's really important that we do test him early on in this game.
Yeah, and definitely that's something that Shaquille Gwengwe will be looking at as well. You know, continue his fine scoring goal streak. And he's on the ball here.
Gwengwe's won it back and slipped in. Ayo, who's in behind here with a chance to make it 1-0. And Ayo does just that as the Dolphins take an early lead here at Tattenham. A mistake at the back. Shaquille Gwengwe pounced and Ayo finished it off. 1-0 Poole Town.
Yeah, brilliant work from Shaq. Just as I was mentioning how he, would want to get a goal of his own, he actually sets up Ayo. Lovely little free ball down the left-hand side, and Ayo just slots it past the keeper. Brilliant goal.
I think there was no doubt in Ayo's mind there that he wasn't going to find the back of the net. A fine finish past the goalkeeper, Kasper Orlowski, to give Poole Town a 1-0 lead in this game. Ayo on the score sheet again. He's the man. Well, we mentioned it at the start of the game, whether it would be Ayo or IK in that starting 11 today. And Ayo, he's proving his worth at the moment.
Yeah, he really is. IK is going to have to work really, really hard to get back into this starting 11 because Ayo just can't seem to, he's on the score sheet or he's getting assists. He's just working so hard for the team. And, although IK obviously does do the same, I think Ayo deserves his chance and he's taken it.
Well, if you are just joining us here at Tattenham, it is the Dolphins who have taken the lead in this one. About 10 minutes played. And it is Ayo who's given us the lead in this one. Sam Ryan saying she's waving from the shed end. Give us a wave. I don't know if you can see us, but we are waving at you currently. The important thing is we have taken the lead in this game, which, as you rightly mentioned, Ollie, that takes us back up to third in the league table as it stands. That's certainly a place where we want to be come the end of the day.
Yeah, obviously with Gosport not playing today, it was really important, or it still is really important that we get the win today and the 3 points, just to make sure we don't lose hope of possibly even getting top 2, but just to make sure we keep some distance between us and the rest of the pack going for those playoff positions this season.
I think that's so vital at this stage in the season. You want to just continue getting points and pulling away from the rest of the teams that are looking to get in those playoff spots. I mean, we're certainly not assured for the playoffs at the moment, but we're in a good place. Billy Lowe's jumping into that challenge over there. Does fall to Toby Anzadu. Hope I've pronounced that right. Shaquille Gwengwe continuing to press high. And I think that's something you can say about Shaq, which we have notified quite a lot so far this season, that it's not just his goal scoring form which is so important to us, it's his work off the ball. That's what created the opener here today, Ollie.
Yeah, you're 100% correct there, Connor. Shaq's work that he does for the team is so vital, and I think everyone in this ground knows it. It's not just his goals, like we say, it's just his all-round work. And there's a foul.
There will be a free kick here. Do apologise if you can hear any inappropriate language over our commentary. That is the Uxbridge manager who's slightly displeased with his team at the moment. The referee's just calling the Uxbridge player over to have a quick chat with him. Not too sure who it was who committed the foul. I think it might have been Cameron Ismail. And the Uxbridge manager's absolutely furious with his players at the moment. I think that's just due to Poole's press in this game so far.
Yeah, you know, I think they've just been a bit sloppy on the ball, and we've been first to most of the duels in this game, so I think he's more annoyed about that than anything.
You can see Jack Morgan saying up the Dolphins there. That is certainly correct, mate. Up the Dolphins indeed. Was that an early yellow card there? I think it might have been a yellow card for Cameron Ismail. Might have missed that. Well, here's Chris Campbell. Sets it back to Corey Jordan. Poole Town leading by 1 if you are just joining us. Owen Dorr. Taking his time on the ball and switches it inside to Gwengwe. Good touch out of his feet and back to Lowe's. Ball hooked over the top, still inside, looking to bring that one under, and it'll go all the way through to the goalkeeper, who launches it long for Uxbridge. Jordan's there first. Gwengwe still battling away, and the ball falls to Ryan Campbell now. Into Diaz. Slightly loose touch there from our number 22, and it falls back to Uxbridge, and Poole continuing to press high. Composed work from... Oh, that's not a good look. Composed work from the number 5, Jordan Stepney there, and Gwengwe has stayed down here, which is not a promising sign at all. Gwengwe slowly getting back to his feet, but that's not a good look, Ollie.
No, it seems like it was good work from Uxbridge's centre-back there, number 4, CJ Fern, who actually just shimmied past Shaq, turned him inside out a little bit, and Shaq just strained his muscle there, it looks like. He's down on the ground holding his right thigh, I believe. Yeah, not a good sign for the Poole Town fans.
Yes, it was the yellow fish. Well, thank you, Pippa, for notifying me on that one. It's an early yellow card for Uxbridge's fullback there, but this is really not a good look at the moment. Shaquille Gwengwe still down on the deck. We do have players to come off the bench and replace him today, and the likes of IK Hill. Even Henry Spalding can probably come on and do a job up top. Someone we haven't mentioned as of yet is Ade Olonwiya, who's rejoined the club, having, well, this is actually his 3rd spell with the Dolphins now, made 37 appearances in the 22-23 season, and then rejoined the club last season, only made 5 appearances under Steve Tully. He actually left the game before Joe and Pat joined the club, rather interestingly. But I mean, he's a great player and a great person too, isn't he, Ade?
Yeah, my first time meeting Ade earlier today. Spoke to him pre-match, and he seems like a lovely guy. Comes from Ohio in America, so, you know, be a bit like, not sure the weather will be the exact same down here in Poole, but hoping to see him get some minutes today, I think.
Yeah, it's an interesting one to see how many minutes Ade probably will get in a Poole Town shirt. He's with us till the end of January. The game is now back underway. You can see Gwengwe's waiting to be allowed back onto the pitch, which is always a good sign. I guess it's just a waiting game to see if he'll be able to continue, but he looks like he's running okay at the moment. Poole with the ball at the back. Parks plays it short to Corey Jordan. Here's Owen Dorr now. Still 1-0 to Poole Town. If you are just joining us here, Harvey Slater spotted the run of Chris Campbell, who's got space down the right flank, although kind of slowed down in his tracks there, didn't he? Slightly surprised by that, and it will be a goal kick. The ball almost hitting our photographer Lauren Kelly over there. I doubt she would be too pleased if it did hit her.
Yeah, just use her as a battering ram, no worries. Yeah, Chris Campbell's getting a lot of licence to roam up and down that right-hand side, so maybe he wanted to preserve his energy there, make sure he is now back in position at right back.
Rotate it around now, you're not standing still.
Uxbridge looking to fly forward down the left flank. Good defending by Owen Dorr over there. And Saeed's looking to pick up that loose ball. And there's so many gaps in this Uxbridge backline at the moment. We're getting a lot of joy in those pockets, aren't we?
Yeah, I just heard their assistant manager as well. You know, he's calling for the players to battle, and I think it's just that, you know, they've not really been first to any of the second balls or anything so far. So we'll have to keep it that way.
Joe Lowell driving down at that left flank, and it will be a throw-in in an attacking position here for Uxbridge. It's like the number 8, Massimo Giametti, is set to take this throw-in. Thrown back into play. Simo Giametti trying to play it into the air, but the ball's broken to Salim Said, who's now breaking forward down the pitch. He looks for Gwengwe, and he's found Shaquille Gwengwe down the right flank here, looking to take on the number 4, CJ Fern. Ball back to Salim Said on the edge of the area. Said, Diaz, who tried to flick it around the corner, looking for Billy Lowe's or AO there. Neither of them were able to get onto the loose ball, and now it's Uxbridge's turn to go forward. Picked up down that right flank by Cole Brown, 27-year-old wing-back. Sets it to another Uxbridge player alongside him. It's slightly difficult to see who's who out there at the moment with the sun beaming down on us. Harvey Slade intercepts it, and on to Diaz now. Still 1-0 to the Dolphins here, and AO's got a lot of time to break forward here, but has slowed the game down slightly. AO back inside to Ryan Campbell, who's starting at left back today, having started the last 2 games at left centre back. Poole Town fans now broken into voice. Not as many people in the shed end as probably would have expected today, given AFC Bournemouth aren't playing. Here's Corey Jordan. Jordan just taking his time on the ball into Slade, back to Corey Jordan. Chris Campbell's making a really good run down the right flank. Here's Slade on the ball, and that will be a free kick to the Dolphins. Foul there by their number 10, George Moore, who was last season's top scorer for Uxbridge with 21 goals. Big warm welcome to everyone listening along from home today. This commentary is sponsored by Link Homes Estate Agents. Here's Gwengwe, and he's found Salim Said. Another late foul there from Uxbridge's frustration in this game. Salim Said still breaking forward, weighing up his option, and finds Chris Campbell. Back to Said. Said. Here's Chris Campbell now on the edge of the area. Slade. Chris Campbell. AO making a run to the back stick. Still Chris Campbell showing his magical footwork. Slade. Lowe's round the corner into Chris Campbell. Poole finding so much space. Chris Campbell from range. It's over the bar. Decent effort there from our number 7. It's really intricate football though, Ollie.
Yeah, Chris is doing some excellent work there on the edge of the box. Just cutting in and out and jinking his way. And then he has that shot that just flies over the bar, but he's getting really, really forward. He's almost playing as a right winger at times in this game. So it'll be interesting to see how we line up, but it looks to be a back 5 almost.
And Chris Campbell's someone that, you know, has played a lot in recent weeks, and obviously playing in Ballers Week. Did you watch him at all, Ollie?
No, I didn't, but I'll actually be there next Monday, so hopefully I'll see him there and we'll say hello to each other.
He's a great guy, Chris Campbell, and it's good to see him getting out there in that global reach and playing in Ballers League. Not too sure Joe and Pat are too pleased about him playing in Ballers League with the potential of an injury, but I'm sure he's having a great time.
Troy Deeney.
Yeah.
That's really
Uxbridge with the ball at the back now. Through there, number 5, Jordan Stepney, who did start the season with Farnham Town after achieving promotion with them last campaign. Gwengwe is continuing to press. I think they certainly know who Poole's danger man is based off the tackles they put in on Shaq so far today.
Yeah, and that's going to happen so many more times this season, I think, with Shaq. You know, they know he's our danger man, so they're going to get touched tight, you know, 2 physical men on him at all times. And I think Shaq knows that now as well, so it'll be interesting to see how he fares against them today.
Uxbridge with the ball on that right flank now. Looking to go inside. Set back, and here's the number 8, Massimo Giametti. Chris Campbell continuing to press. Running his absolute socks off out there at the moment. Uxbridge captain CJ Fern playing it over the top and has to be dealt with by Owen Dawn. He has done well to deal with it. It's gone behind for a goal kick despite Uxbridge's complaints of a corner. We're probably about just over 20 minutes into this game here at Tattenham. Poole Town still leading by 1. It's been an enjoyable watch so far, Ollie, though, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has obviously. Took the early lead, I'd say around the 8th minute mark through AO, and since then it's we've just been kind of controlling the ball, dominating possession, and kind of just taking the sting out of the game a little bit, which is, you know, great work from us.
There's a decent ball over the top there from, I think it might have been Owen Daw who played it There's good goalkeeper from Kasper Orlowski, who's actually Uxbridge's backup. Did replace Reece Forster in their starting 11 today. Signed from Bromley in the summer, but also spent time at Binfield at Step 4, I believe, last season. Here's Ryan Campbell now, down that left flank, ball into the air. Not a bad ball in there, just about dealt with. Chris Campbell looking to get in front of his opposite number. Both sides still battling away, and it's Uxbridge's turn to break. Harvey Slade doing well to keep at him, although Uxbridge come away with the ball. And that's a really important header back there from Corey Jordan to get in front of his man, and Billy Lowe's doing his best to clear it away, but Uxbridge come forward again. It's been quite an even game so far today. Uxbridge still breaking forward down that right flank. Ball into the air, and it will go behind for an Uxbridge corner here, Ollie.
Yeah, good work from number 6, Toby Nadoizi. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. He almost did that little Hazard step over where they kind of, he clipped Harvey Slade's ankles there, which is a bit naughty, but good work. And yeah, Uxbridge have a corner now.
A corner and a chance for them to get the ball into the area. Dan Wilson just pinging the ball out to the corner taker. Still 1-0 to the Dolphins if you are just joining us. And there's a short option here for Uxbridge as Poole Town are sending pretty much every player back into the air. Cameron Ishmael was a free man for a moment there. Ball whipped into the air, front post flicked on, and it's just about cleared away. A really dangerous set piece there from the visitors. It was just waiting for someone to tap it home. Uxbridge still with the ball on the halfway line, launched into the area once again. Cameron Ishmael flicks it on, and it is dealt with by Corey Jordan. Backstage puts his boot through it, and Shaquille Gwengwe now looking to break forward, and it's good defending back there by Uxbridge, and the referee awarding a free kick to the visitors. Not too sure what their manager is complaining about, because they got the free kick there. I think it may have been at the set piece more than anything.
Yeah, it wasn't a dirty challenge from Shaq or anything. It was a 50-50 with Uxbridge's number 2, Cole Brown, and Cole Brown got there first, so rightly awarded the free kick.
Still 1-0 to Poole Town here at Tattenham. AO opening the score sheet in this one so far. Antonio Diaz pressing high on the back line of Uxbridge, not looking to give them too much time, but they've dealt with it well. And Corey Jordan has missed that one in the air. Could be a chance here for Uxbridge, but the ball just wasn't the best, and now it's broken to AO. Set back to Ryan Campbell. Ryan Campbell forcing his way wide and plays it down the line. It's actually a good ball into Gwengwe. Ryan Campbell did really well there to actually keep it in play. Uxbridge do win it back though, and they've probably had slightly more possession in the last 5 or 10 minutes of this one.
Yeah, they're just trying to play a few balls over the top as well, which is possibly their game plan today. We've seen Corey and Owen be very busy winning headers at the back so far. Probably about just over 20 minutes over in this game. And yeah, Uxbridge just on the ball now, but Poole Town keeping good shape. And Uxbridge not still in their own half, so Poole Town are doing some good work pressing-wise. Winning it back now.
Uxbridge return possession to themselves and now breaking forward down the right flank. There could be a chance here for the visitors. Look to cut onto his left foot now. Still alive, shot goalwards, and it's over the bar. I think it may go behind for a corner kick, and it has. And Uxbridge are definitely growing into this game now, aren't they, Ollie?
Yeah, we just got to be careful that we don't allow them too much time and space on the ball. Like they just broke down that right-hand side, got that corner, and last corner they had was really dangerous, actually. So we've got to make sure we're switched on here. They throw a lot of men forward at these corners, which is quite interesting. I think we've almost got basically everyone in our starting 11 in the box right now.
Uxbridge corner, and they've taken it short. Played across the face of goal, really dangerous ball. And wow, Adam Parks picked it up on the goal line. I mean, how close can he get?
That was very nonchalant from Adam Parks, because that looked like it was right on the goal line, like you say.
He almost picked up like it was nothing happening. Here's Salim Said breaking forward for Poole. Sets it to AO with a chance to shoot, and AO skied it over the bar. And that's a half chance for Poole. In this game, that's everything at the moment. All action at the moment.
Yeah, from the first 15, 20 minutes, Poole dominating possession. But these last 5 have been really end-to-end at times. And AO just had a shot there, which flew over the bar. But yeah, really end-to-end stuff at the minute.
close behind for a goal kick, and you can hear the frustration from the Uxbridge manager, Danny Edwards, who's now into his fifth season with the club, and oversaw promotion from Step 5 all the way to Step 3. Also previously worked at Chelsea and Southampton. The ball's back in play now. It falls to the feet of Billy Lowe's, who probably had time to bring that one under there. Here's Ayo. Saeed skips around his man with ease. We know just how good Salim Saeed can be with the ball at his feet, and he's dancing around the players. Good defending by Uxbridge there, and the referee awarding the throw into Uxbridge. Not too sure if that was the correct decision. Well, Uxbridge are coming into this game winless in their last 5 matches, and they've only picked up 1 point during that time as well. Which is a 0-0 draw with Weymouth. They do come off the back of a close contest with Walton and Hersham, where they narrowly lost 3-2. David Rogowski scoring a 90th minute winner in Uxbridge's last game for Walton. Here's Cameron Ismail looking to take on Chris Campbell. Back out to Ismail. Uxbridge just keeping the ball at the back at the moment. Launched forward by CJ Fern. Chris Campbell gets there in front of his man. He's having quite a relaxed afternoon so far, Chris Campbell. He's got Ismail in his back pocket, doesn't he?
Yeah, I think it's fair to say that at the minute. You know, I think number 3 will continue to come forward, but as of now, yeah, I wouldn't say Chris Campbell has had too much to worry about so far this game.
It is still 1-0 to Poole Town. Here's their number 9, Daniel Hector, picking up the ball from deep. Ryan Campbell is there first, and Saeed now looking to break forward, and that will certainly be a Poole Town free kick in our own half. Ryan Campbell with a free kick here. Ball switched out to the right flank, and that's a good ball. Looking for Chris Campbell, keeps it in play. You can see Jam Smith saying, "Let's go, Chris, Owen, Henry, my dogs." Hope you're doing well, Jam. I saw you time for Haven't recently. It's a great move from you, mate. Uxbridge with the ball. Good pressure from Salim Saeed, who looks to keep it in play and just go out of play there, and it will be an Uxbridge throw. And still 1-0 to Poole Town here. We've probably played, well, I want to say about 28 minutes maybe into this game. Just under the half-hour mark here at Tattenham. So the sun is slowly setting on that far side. I think it's good to actually see the sun at this point in the season.
Yeah, I think second half we might be playing in the dark, to be honest with you. I can already see the floodlights have started to come on, actually. But yeah, sun setting here. And now Uxbridge are on the ball.
It's a good ball to the right flank. Looking to break forward. Ryan Campbell's got defensive duties to do, and he does them so well. Every player who tries to go around Ryan Campbell, he's there first and wins it back, although has been dispossessed there, as I was saying that. A little bit of commentator's curse. And Uxbridge play the ball into the area, headed away by Owen Dorr. Cameron Ismail getting there first. Harvey Slade doing his best to get back at his man. And Shaquille Gwenge pressing really high, and it's a great challenge. Now Poole can break forward. Salim Saeed, they're breaking forward. It's a 5-on-5 here. Here's Ayo down the left flank. He's coming forward in numbers here for Poole. Still Ayo. Looking to take on his man. Ball played into the area, and it's well cut out by Uxbridge at the backside. Looking to keep it alive, and Uxbridge can break. But Ollie, that was a real chance there for us to break forward at time.
Yeah, despite all of our work in this game so far, that was a bit of a wasted opportunity there from him. He had the ball on the left-hand side, just outside the box, and then, like you say, it was a 5-on-5. And yeah, we could have really tested the Uxbridge goalie there, but no dice.
It's really good press from Gwenge once again. I think that's something we've mentioned, obviously, so far today. Although he actually hasn't had a shot on target yet in this game, I think he's actually been one of our best players out there today. Based off his press and his work off the ball, it's been unbelievable.
Yeah, I don't think he's had a shot in general in this game, but, you know, it's just one of those games where his hard work and his press is going to be almost more important than his goals in this game.
Jam saying the best commentary in non-league football. We'd love to hear that, Jam. Thank you very much. And I don't think there's enough nice words to say about you, mate. You're a fantastic bloke. Poole Town with the ball at the back here. Through Owen Dorr. Always looks calm and composed on the ball ever since signing from Salisbury. Switched out to the right-hand side. And it's good defending back there by number 7, Joe Lawal. We'll go out of play for a Poole Town throw-in. Looks like Chris Campbell is going to be set to take this one. Chris, who maybe has struggled a little bit of game time in the past few months, but I mean, he's started the last 4 games in a row now, and he's looking back to his best, isn't he, in a Poole Town kit?
Yeah, he's had a real resurgence lately, and he doesn't actually look like he's been out the side. You know, he's here on the ball now.
Played in behind to Antonio Diaz, looking for Gwengwe on the ball now, back to Chris Campbell, who shoots goalwards, and it's good block by the Uxbridge defence. Corey Jordan with so much time, plays it into the back stick, and it's fallen to Shaquille Gwengwe with a chance to shoot here. Gwengwe does shoot, and it's into the top corner. Gwengwe makes it 2. There was no doubt about that strike as he finds the back of the net, and it's 2-0 Poole Town here, and a deserved 2-0 lead too, Ollie.
What an excellent strike from Shaquille Gwengwe there. Picked it up just inside the edge of the box. And yeah, fired it straight into the top right-hand corner, and now he's celebrating with those Shed End fans, which is beautiful to see.
You could see there Gwengwe running over to Lauren, our photographer, making sure to get the best photo for his celebration. But what a fantastic finish it was from Gwengwe. It's a great ball into the area by Corey Jordan, I believe it was, who whipped it into the area. I think it was Antonio Diaz did so well to block his man off, just let the ball roll through to Gwengwe, 1 touch out of his feet, and he finds the top corner, and it's 2-0 to Poole Town, and a deserved 2-0 lead. And I mentioned just a few moments ago, Ollie, Gwengwe is having such a good game so far, even though he hadn't had a shot on target. He's finally had that shot on target now, and it flew straight into the top corner. 2-0 Poole Town.
Yeah, Shaq's one of those players, you know, he's one of the best, if not the best striker in this league. I think still top goal scorer, and you know, he's not going to miss 2 chances in a row. He's so clinical, our number 9 Shaq, and a deserved double lead in this game.
Oh, Uxbridge have certainly grown into this one as it's gone on, and they have created chances of their own in this game, but it's Poole Town who are just so clinical. We see it week after week. It doesn't matter if you let the other side have the ball in this game, because you always know we'll get a chance, and Gwengwe, when he's got the ball at his feet, he's going to find the back of the net eventually, and he's done just that. The game is now back underway. Adam Parks needs to be careful here with the Uxbridge player putting some heavy press on him, but it does go out for a goal kick on the far side. If you are just joining us, Poole Town leading by 2 as it stands. AO opening the scoring in the 8th minute, and Gwengwe making it 2 just a few moments ago. But I think I mentioned it, I think it was Diaz who let the ball roll through to Gwengwe. I don't know if you noticed it, Ollie, as the ball was going into the area. It was fantastic from Diaz, wasn't it?
Yeah, Diaz just brilliantly blocked his man off, leaving the ball to Shaq, who just, you know, took that touch out of his feet and fired it into the top right-hand corner. And yeah, it was a brilliant bit of play from Diaz, really smart play, and got a goal at a really important time here. And now Poole coming forward again.
It's a good ball over the top by Chris Campbell, looking for Gwengwe inside the area, takes it around his man with ease. Gwengwe with a chance, isn't it? It's a brilliant stop by the goalkeeper, Orlowski, to deny him. It was so composed by Gwengwe just to put his man on the floor, got his shot away, and I think he'll maybe be a little bit disappointed that he didn't find the back of the net there, but great work overall.
Yeah, it was a really good save from Uxbridge's keeper, Kasper Orlowski. Hope that's pronounced correctly. It was a really strong left-hand save. Otherwise, that would be a double for Shaq in this game as well.
Corner now for the Dolphins. It looks like it is going to be Antonio Diaz to take. Difficult to see from here. It will be Diaz. Diaz standing over it. Slim side on the edge of the air. Chris Campbell waiting in his half. Ball into the air to the front post. Not the best corner there from Antonio Diaz, but it goes behind for another one, Ollie.
Yeah, just a bit of a low corner there. Hopefully puts a bit of height on it this time, because Uxbridge have got quite a tall team, so we'll have to see if we can catch them out with this corner again.
Another corner here for the Dolphins. The referee is just going to pause before this one is taken and just have a quick word with, I think it might be Gwengwe and the number 2, Cole Brown. Before this corner is taken, it will be Antonio Diaz to take again. Do you have some scores on the doors very quickly for us, Ollie? Might have to wait until after this corner's taken, actually, because I think the referee is now ready for the game to get back underway. Diaz standing over it. Will be Diaz to take. Played into the area, slightly better corner this one, looking for the back stick, headed goalwards. It's gone just behind for a corner there. It was Corey Jordan who got his head to it. And I think it might have been tipped round the post by the goalkeeper, actually.
Yeah, Diaz delivered just as I wished, actually. He put much more height on that one, and it was really close from Corey.
Here's Slim side. The game is back underway once again. Poole looking to get on with it quickly. Chris Campbell now driving at the defence down that left flank. Cuts inside. Still Chris Campbell. Ball across the face of the goal. And it's into the hands of Kasper Orlowski, who gets on with it very quickly and boots it high up in the air. Billy Lowe's does well just to head it back to Ryan Campbell. And we can reset. Back to Parks. And launches it out to left flank. Oh, it's a great ball from Adam Parks. And that will be a Poole Town throw on the far side. Ayo looking to take it. And we're not messing around today. We're on a rush to get on with things and try and get another goal in this game.
Yeah, I think we're trying to put the game to bed, if anything, in this game. Try and get that third before half-time, which really does put us in a great position. And like you say, puts us back third in the table. We go above Gosport and, just trying to keep distance with those top two. And here we come again.
Slim side driving down the left flank, and it's a free kick right outside the area here. Slim side being brought down. And I mean, in this last 10 or 15 minutes of this game, it has been all the Dolphins at the moment. Putting so much pressure on that Uxbridge backline. They did have a good spell in this game for 10 minutes or so, but ever since we took that second goal and gave us a 2-0 lead, it's been all Poole Town in this one. And it looks like we've got a free kick in a slightly crossing position, but it's kind of that area where it's in the middle of a cross or a shot, potentially. Diaz, Shaquille Gwengwe and Ayo all standing over it. I think Chris Campbell may be involved too. Be interesting to see. I can see Gwengwe lining this one up.
Similar position to last week.
Yeah, it's a similar position to where we scored from last week. I think it may be Chris Campbell to take, although Ayo also standing over it. Ayo's now stepped away. I think it is going to be Chris Campbell. I wouldn't be surprised if he did go for goal from here, Ollie.
I think just put it in that corridor of uncertainty and we've got a chance.
Chris Campbell to take. Ball whipped to the front post, punched away by the goalkeeper. Falls out to Slim side. Good pressure from Uxbridge, who are now looking to break forward. Corey Jordan and side looking to get back as quick as possible. Ryan Campbell trying to be skipped round his man. And number 7, Joe Lowell, coming forward now up against Owen Dorr. Still Lowell. Ball into the air, up in the air, not really dealt with. It's eventually cleared away by Chris Campbell at the back post, but that's a chance there for Uxbridge, and they keep the ball here. Back out to their right back, Cole Brown. Still 2-0 to the Dolphins, if you're just joining us, as we are shortly approaching the half-time whistle here. Cameron Ismail. Inside, and Uxbridge take a moment to reset. CJ Fern, Uxbridge's captain today, plays out to the right flank, and it's good work over there. It's actually a good challenge from Chris Campbell to win it back, and now Harvey Slade looking to break forward. He's got options down the right flank, and he's spotted Saeed, and it's a great ball out to him. Oh, what a touch that is from Salim Saeed to bring it under there. Gwengwe is making a great run if he can spot him. Into Ayo, back out wide to Diaz. Poole enjoying the ball at a plenty so far. Here's Ayo again. Slots it inside to Billy Lowe's. Here's Chris Campbell, a bit of space and time in the centre of the pitch. Campbell over the top, looking for the run of Diaz. Well dealt with by the Uxbridge defence again. And it's eventually hooked along. Corey Jordan is there first, and he finds Owen Dorr now with the ball at his feet. Dorr inside to Harvey Slade. Poole Town leading by 3 at the moment. 2 rather, at the moment. Still 2-0. Not 3-0 yet, potentially in a few moments' time. Here's Gwengwe. Out wide to Chris Campbell, who's got a bit of space here. Still Chris Campbell up against Cameron Ismail. Chris sets it back to Ayo. Poole Town still looking to go forward at the moment. Saeed. Dancing with the ball at his feet. Saeed. Onto his right foot. Back onto his left. He's magic with the ball at his feet. I think everyone knows that. Saeed. Set back to Ryan Campbell. Poole enjoying a lot of the ball at the moment. Here's Corey Jordan. We're knocking it around so nicely at the moment. Here's Chris Campbell down the right flank again. Ayo on the overlap. Chris Campbell drives inside. Still Chris Campbell onto Saeed on the edge of the area, potentially from a shooting position. And now Uxbridge do win it back, and you can hear the Poole Town coaches shouting recover, and that will be a free kick. Late challenge there by Harvey Slade. I think it just gives Uxbridge a bit of a rest in this game because it's been all Poole Town at the moment.
Yeah, we've just been moving them about really nicely, just knocking the ball about. And you see Slim Saeed getting on the ball. He actually reminds me of Riyad Mahrez for his first touch, because I don't think I've ever seen a player at this level be as good with his feet as Slim has been this game. And it gives Uxbridge a bit of time on the ball here, but yeah, we've been really good in this opening. I reckon 40 minutes gone here, Yeah,
Take the ball back.
Uxbridge just have it at the back now. Poole keeping their shape. Uxbridge just can't seem to get out of their own half at the minute. Poole are going man to man, and their press has really worked well this afternoon. And there just doesn't seem to be an outball for Uxbridge at the minute.
No, you're exactly right. Poole Town continuing to press so high in this game. And if we were to get a third before the half-time whistle, I think we go into the break with a... I think Joe and Pat will be really pleased with this first 45, actually. Based off the performance and the score, I think they'll be absolutely buzzing. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, 100%. And actually, quite a stark contrast from last week's game against Havant and Waterlooville, because I think we was a bit sloppy in that first half, and then the second half we were excellent, and seems like we've continued in that fashion today.
Uxbridge go back again to their number 5, Jordan Stepney. And here's Kasper Olowski, who's actually having quite a good game so far in all the Uxbridge goalkeeper. He made a really important save to deny Shaquille Gwengwe finding his second of the game. CJ Fern launching it forward, intercepted, and here's Ao now. Back to Slade. Finds Corey Jordan with the ball at his feet. You know, Corey likes to progress forward on the ball. Slade. Still 2-0 to the Dolphins. Back to Ryan Campbell, and he finds Corey Jordan in a lot of space. Corey over the top, looking for the run of Antonio Diaz. Good defending by Cameron Ismail over there. A really good challenge there from Chris Campbell. And Poole win it back in an advanced position here. Gwengwe again, looking for the return of Antonio Diaz and just looking to keep it alive. I think something I've noticed about Ao's positioning is he stays really, really wide and just waits till the last moment to make that run into the box. Was unable to find him there though, and Uxbridge playing it forward down the right flank through their number 11, Frank Cater. Still Cater. Just waiting on confirmation of how many additional minutes. Not too sure as of yet. Inside, and Gwengwe continuing to press with Uxbridge now in the ball at the back. Here's Jordan Stepney. Ex-Farnham man playing it over the top. Ryan Campbell, unknown door, both jump for it, shot from the edge. And it goes wide of the post. That's probably one of the only times so far this season, probably you could say, that two of our defenders have gone each other's way a little bit there.
Yeah, but it didn't really result too much, to be honest. More of a half chance rather than anything. And probably one of the only chances that Uxbridge have actually had in this game so far. We've looked really solid defensively and haven't really had to make too many challenges so far in this game.
Now into the 42nd minute here at Tattenham. Poole Town 2, Uxbridge 0.
Wait, come on in. Come on. Big winner in there. Big winner. Come on.
Adam Parks looking to launch this goal kick long. He does just that. Looking for Chris Campbell, who leaps for it up in the air. Doesn't get there first. Harvey Slade does. Here's Gwengwe. Heads it down. Looking for Slim Side, who's got so much space to drive forward here. Slim Side finds Ao in behind. Back to Slim Side on the edge of the area. Side shoots goalwards. It's a great shot. And there's Poole's third. Just before the break, Slim Side, a low-driven effort into the bottom left-hand corner. And it's Poole Town 3, Uxbridge 0. What a first half this has been, Ollie.
Incredible from Slim Saeed there, and a deserved goal to top off this first half. Really, really good work. Had it just on the edge of the box, Salim, and he fires it past into that bottom left-hand corner. And Poole Town have their third.
And it's a deserved 3-0 lead as well. It was great work from everyone involved. Ao just slowing it down, set it back to Slim Side, and we've seen him shoot from there before, like last season against Swindon Supermarine. A great effort into the bottom left-hand corner. And it, well, Poole Town 3, Uxbridge 0. Who'd have thought? A fantastic 45 minutes here at Tattenham. And we're now in a comfortable position where we can go into the second half and maybe just relax a little bit.
I mean, I wouldn't say relax, as I don't think there's any relaxing in this league. But yeah, the Uxbridge players just have their hands on their heads at the minute. They just seem to have completely have the life sucked out of them in this first half, and we've been excellent. I think this is probably one of the best first half performances from us this season. So sound defensively, and then going forward, so clinical.
100%, and there is confirmation of 3 additional minutes. If we were to get another goal here before half-time, it really would complete this first half performance. Saeed still battling away with about 3 Uxbridge players who, well, they seem a little bit annoyed. I think Chris Campbell's going to be shown a yellow card here for booting the ball away. In fairness, I think that probably was a yellow card for Chris Campbell there. The referee's whistle was blown about 5 seconds before he booted out of the stadium.
Yeah, a bit silly there.
Not the smartest decision from Chris Campbell, but, you know, maybe he just did it for bants, you know.
Yeah, good bit of bants from Chris.
Free kick here for Uxbridge. Well, it's about 2 minutes still to play before the half-time whistle here. Corey Jordan there first, wins it up in the air. And Uxbridge looking to keep the ball at the back. I think Ayo's role in the goal was so important as well. When he was breaking forward, he just found so much space in behind and just gently set it back to Salim Saeed, who comfortably placed it into the bottom left-hand corner. Maybe questions marks on the goalkeeper whether he should have got a hand to it and tipped it wide, but I mean, you can't really stop those sort of efforts. It was so low driven into the ground, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a brilliant effort, and one thing that actually could come into the player's mind now is, you know, rather than sit off and, you know, let this game peter out in the second half to a 3-0, it might be important to try and get a few more goals and, you know, increase our goal difference, because from about 3rd down to about 7th in the league, we're all very tight on goal difference, all the teams. So maybe that does come into Pat and Joe's thinking for the second half.
Well, this would put Uxbridge on a 6-game winless run if they were to lose today, which does seem likely given the score, but you never know. Anything can happen in football, and there's still more than 45 minutes to play. Corey Jordan was composed defending back there, heading it back to Adam Parks. I mean, Uxbridge have had chances in this game. You look back to when Adam Parks will just pick the ball up off the goal line. That could have gone anywhere, in all fairness. Even if Adam Parks did do it very nonchalantly, as you did say, Ollie. Oh, up in the air. Uxbridge now looking to drive forward and maybe get one back just before the break. There's probably a minute and a half still to play of additional time before the half-time whistle here. Just joining us here, it is still Poole Town 3, Uxbridge 0. And it will be, I'm not too sure what was given there. Offside, potentially. I think it may have been offside. I mean, Joe and Pat must be absolutely buzzing. We've said there's not been too many games so far this season where we've been going into the break comfortable. I mean, even the Havant game last week, we were probably lucky to be leading going in at half-time, but a 3-0 lead here before the 45 minutes are over. It's just a fantastic place to be.
Yeah, and against a good side, you know, I think maybe some of these Uxbridge players are lacking in confidence, particularly in front of goal at the moment, but they're a good side, and before their 5-game winless streak, you know, they was right up there in those playoff positions.
100%, and there was the half-time whistle here at Tattenham. Poole Town going into the break with a 3-goal lead in this one. Ayo opened the scoring very early on after being superbly found by Shaquille Gwegwe. We doubled our lead on the 32nd minute through that man himself, our number 9, who finds the back of the net so easily so far this season. Gwegwe made it 2, had a chance to make it 3 just before the break, but Salim Saeed did that just under 10 minutes afterwards to make it Poole Town 3, Uxbridge 0 at the break. It's been a really convincing performance so far and a composed display out there. I mean, we seem really up for this one. This is probably the best 45 minutes from a Poole Town side I've watched so far this season.
Yeah, 100%. I wouldn't disagree with that, particularly in the first half as well. You know, I think shooting against that shed end has probably helped us, because I don't think it's too often we see first half that, you know, we're shooting that end. Usually we like to leave it until second half in case the game is close and try and get a goal with. But yeah, really, really solid performance all round. Everyone's played well. Shaq with the double, and then not the double. Shaq with a goal, Salim with a goal, and Ayo with the goal.
It does mean we go into the break with a 3-goal lead at Tattenham here. We'll be back in about 15 minutes time for the second half. It will be live on a new link available for the second half on Dolphins TV over on YouTube. Half-time score here at Tattenham. Poole Town 3, Uxbridge 0. We'll be back in about 15 minutes time. Thank you for listening.